What a question. How do I know what to do with my life? Today, I'm going to give you some tips and insight and some deep discussion. What's worked for me at 32 years old to figure out what I want to do in this world. This applies to anybody, any age, and I hope that I can help you out. All right, so first of all, nobody says that you have to figure out everything right now. Whether you're 18 just coming out of high school, whether you're 40 years old and you're like, I don't feel passionate about what I'm doing. I want to start fresh and just do something else. You don't have to figure it out right now. Of course, keep it on your mind. Don't forget about it. Make steps going toward that goal, but don't think that you have to have all the answers tomorrow because you don't want to rush this. It's a common thing that people run into. You're not alone feeling this way, I promise you that, regardless of what age you are. So you can at least rest in that and find friends that are in this situation that you might be in and bounce ideas off of them and see what they think too. Now, I just want you to ask yourself a question here, okay? Ask yourself, if I could change my area or the world, what would I do? So say somebody's very passionate about animals. Maybe they don't necessarily want to be the next Steve Irwin, God rest his soul, he is an international treasure. Maybe they just want to help out in some way. They could begin work at a local zoo, maybe an aquarium, something like that. Just at least enough to get your foot in the door and try it, even if it's an entry-level position for now. Just that way you can get in there and see if you like it, because we have these ideas and things we might want to do, but we don't actually know that we like it till we get in there. You might start something and say, wow, this sucks. I don't want to dedicate and devote any more time to this, but you don't know until you try. And if you at least get that foot in the door, you can get somewhere, even that little bit of experience with it. And you can always tie things together. Maybe you want to work in the medical field so you could become like an RN or something like that, or maybe you want to do this with animals and be a veterinarian, or at least work at the front desk while you get that experience and be there in that office just so you can see firsthand what they do there. That goes a long way, having that street experience versus just reading about it in the books. Both are great. Both are really great, but until you're really in there, in the thick of it, seeing day to day with your own eyes and own experiences, you don't have that same understanding of it. So if you can find what you like to do, find what kind of difference that you want to make, go and enter into that. Now, some of these things may be harder. If you want to be a social worker to make difference in kids' lives or something like that, there are going to be some hard things that come along with it. Sticking back to the medical, maybe you want to be an EMT. There's going to be some really hard things that come with that. So if you can just get in there and try it, see, it will go a long way. Now, even if you're not doing this as full-time work yet, hey, maybe you'll do it part-time, maybe you'll do it a few hours a week on the side, just so you can get in there and see. Now, I just want to take a moment to talk about connections and why they have helped me out so much, and it deserves its own section as well. Then we'll talk about how things have changed nowadays from what they used to be. Connections are everything. I'm gonna rewind it. Connections are everything. If you've ever seen the movie The Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher, what happens is he has one event that just happens and it changes the course for the rest of his life. So what you can see happening in one day may impact your future. That's the thing, you never know until you know. You can meet someone tomorrow that has a great job opportunity and then you end up launching your career off of it. It's happened to me. You have to find what you enjoy as well as those connections. Let's take it a step back just a moment when we talked about finding what we enjoy in connections. I like to use my voice in broadcasting, getting in front of a camera, talking and helping people out. So therefore, I've sought out voiceover and broadcast-based work. I'm actually the voice for the eWays Aviation YouTube page. They're an international aviation group that needed my voice and they liked it. I found a way to make it work. I've gone to studios, I've recorded a little demo, I've made these connections, try to figure out, because here's the thing. Everyone's so busy nowadays in their life and figuring out their own stuff that they often won't help us out. So unless we grab our own selves and put us into this situation, that's what we got to do. We can't wait for it to happen, because if we do that, we're going to wait 5 years and then regret looking back, like, why didn't I do this earlier, 5 years ago when I first thought about it? Same thing with my YouTube channel. I thought about making a channel in 2016, put it off for 2 years, didn't make my gaming channel till 2018. What if I had started sooner? It's gonna be, you know what? You're gonna fail. And you know what? If you're worried about failure, I'm not gonna lie to you. You're gonna fail. You're gonna mess up. But as cliche as it is, if you just get up and keep going with it, that is how you keep going in the future. You learn from those failures and you don't do them again, and you apply, okay, I screwed this up. What can I change for next time? I went wrong here. What can I fix? That is what you have to do. That's how you apply yourself instead of just falling and not learning anything from it. So let's go back to the butterfly effect. Why did I mention that? You meet that one person, that one thing, but you don't know it till they happen. You have no idea that this connection you make could lead to something greater. And this is on a professional level. This is on a personal level. Anyone that you meet could be vital to the future, and you might be vital to their future. You just do not know till you know. And when it comes to going out and applying ourselves, gone are the days of at least my parents and grandparents, going door to door to each business, knocking and saying, "Hi, I'm Austin. I'd like to see if you're applying or having any jobs today." You know what? If you can do that in your area, do it. I am not saying not to do that, to go door to door, not even just for a job, but for any other opportunities. I wanted to work in a music store when I was younger. I wanted to be a game show host when I was younger, and I didn't really jump onto these opportunities. The whole point is use the internet and the resources that we have today, but also use what you can in person, word of mouth, referrals that way. Just because they did it years ago, we can still do it today, but we need to use everything else that we have, because you don't know which is going to hit. Just as much so as you diversify your portfolio in investing, because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, you do the same here. You don't know which opportunity is going to bite until it happens. So that's why you put all these opportunities out there, and then you try to get that one to bite. And you know what? It just might happen. Be sure to like this video if it helped, and be sure to comment below if it encouraged you in some way. My name is Austin. This is the Austin Analysis. See you later.